Hi! Are you giving any gift cards this Christmas? Well, come and watch as I show you how to make my easy gift card holder that is wrapped in warmth. I'm so glad you're joining me today. Welcome to StampingSmiles.com. I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 15 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand-stamped smiles. So my gift card holder is going to go together real easily, and I'm excited to show you a notching tool I found that's going to hold the gift card in place. Here's a closer view of the Wrapped in Warmth stamp set. And look, we're going to be also using the coordinating Warmth and Cheer Designer Series paper stack. Let me flip through a few of these. Look at all those plaids and look like sweaters. Love this set. And this, well, it's retiring and now available only while supplies last, and it's 50% off. So you can pick that up in my online store if you're quick enough for 50% off. And the Wrapped in Warmth stamp set comes in clear mount and wood mount. I'm going to be using clear mount today, and the clear mount is 20% off. Okay, so how about we go ahead and get started? We're going to get started with some stamping because I have a little bit of die cutting and I like to get the die cutting done first. So one of the colors in the Warmth and Cheer Designer Series paper stack is Delightful Dijon. So let's go ahead and push, flip, and lock that lid into place. And I chose this greeting, wishing you a season filled with warmth and cheer. Let's go ahead and ink this up. We're going to die cut, so I'm just going somewhere towards the center. Okay, and look, I'm not straight, but it's okay because I'm going to die cut and I can adjust my die. So we're done with that. Let's go ahead and pull in this lip, flip it, click, we know it's shut. Okay, now I'm going to use the cherry cobbler with, isn't that pretty, this heart. Okay, I'm going to stamp it right on here, but I can't do it full strength. It'll be way too dark. It'll cover up our letters. So we're going to do a technique called stamping off. So let's go ahead and push this, push, flip, and lock that in place. So let's ink it up. Got it good and inked up, and we're going to come over here and stamp once because we're stamping off. That's why the technique, stamping off some of the ink. And let's do one more. I just want a faint image, some of the color. Yeah, let's see, right there. Oh, doesn't that look nice? So we have some, pulling in from the pattern of the paper we're going to use with a couple of the colors. So now we're ready to die cut. So we're going to use one of the Tags and Labels Framelits dies to die cut what we just stamped. So what I have here is my Big Shot die cutting machine and then the magnetic platform. The magnetic platform is an additional purchase and worth every penny if you're going to be using the thin metal Framelits dies. So this is the start of our sandwich, and then we need a cutting pad, and then our cardstock, and our Framelit die. Okay, so that's metal, so it's going to cling. Okay, so remember I was saying I didn't stamp that quite straight? Well, this is what's so cool. I'm just going to rotate this till it fits it right. Okay. So it's looking pretty straight and good, liking that. So the rest of our sandwich is another cutting pad. And so I'm going to just feed this through my Big Shot die cutting machine right here. Ooh. Okay, and then we've got our greeting all framed. So what I have here are two medium crumb cake envelopes, and we're going to use these to make our gift card holder. So look what we're going to do. We're going to open it up and slide the flap of one right into the other, and so it makes our booklet. Okay, but look, that isn't attractive, so let's take these apart and we're just going to go ahead and cut that off. And I have here my Stampin Trimmer, so let's go ahead and pick up the guide and let's put the score line in the cutting track and butt it up against here so we'll get a nice straight cut. Okay, and so we've got two blades. The dark blade is the cutting blade. This lighter one is the scoring blade. We want to cut that off. So let's go ahead and trim that right off. Slick as a whistle. And so then when we slip this in, we're all set. Okay. Easy. Very cool. Okay, so we do need to attach them. So what we're going to do is, on this piece, I have some of the tear and tape adhesive. Let's go ahead and put this on along the edge. We aren't going to take the backing off yet. Not yet. Okay. Love this tear and tape adhesive. So easy to work with. So let's go ahead and slip this in there. Now I just want to make sure everything is squared up. I want it to look really nice and neat. Okay, looking good on both sides. So now we need to get that adhesive off of, here we go. And so you could, instead of trying to get in there with our fingernail or whatever, my paper piercing tool. So I'm just going to go ahead, let me see if I can turn this to where you can see. I'm just going to poke it and lift off that backing. There we go. Love my paper piercing tool. If you don't have one, I highly recommend it. Ah, there. So now we have our booklet. So now we get to start decorating it. And so I took the 6x6 sheet of Designer Series paper and I cut it to 4 by 5 1/4 because that's how long I want it. But when I cut off the 6 inches, I had this left over. I could have saved some more, but I just find it so much easier to line things up when I have something to line up with instead of trying to do it, you know, if I'd cut that too short hoping to line it up. I hope I'm making sense. It's just easier when I can layer right on top and I know I have just what I want. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So I was able to do that cover out of one 6x6 sheet. So let's go ahead. I have here my fast fuse adhesive and we're going to run it along both these sides. Great. Put that right on here. So before we press down, let's pick it up. Oh look, nothing hanging over. It's all looking so good. Now we can press. And we're going to layer it onto cherry cobbler cardstock. And so you see that's just a little bit lighter. And so the color is cherry cobbler. You know, whenever there are colors in there, sometimes they're a little bit lighter. They're a lighter version of it, but definitely coordinate. Just making it oh so pleasing to the eye. Okay, so we've got that. I'll have a link to all the measurements under the video. There we go. And so then right on here, isn't this easy? And just looking so sharp. So let's go ahead and some more. That's looking good. Here we go, here we go. Fantastic. So that's the front cover. And so, oh, we're not done with it. We've got, remember this? We just die cut. I've got some Stampin Dimensionals here just to give it a little bit of lift, dresses it up. Oops, let's put that in place. And very simple project. Okay, so a couple Stampin Dimensionals. Let's press down. Make that backing pop up at the edge, easy to take off. We're going to tie some ribbon around, but before we do that, I want to show you how we're going to make, use that notching tool to hold the gift card in place. Before we use the notching tool, we have just a little bit more stamping to do. So I have the border stamp from the Wrapped in Warmth stamp set. It looks like a sweater. And again, the delightful Dijon Classic Stampin' Pad. Okay, so whenever I have a stamp that's longer than my ink pad, instead of trying to do it like this, I like to turn the stamp upside down and take the ink pad to it. Okay, so that's good and inked up. Let's go ahead and close that. Okay, and let's just stamp along one of the edges here. There we go. Oh, that looks nice. That just really dresses it up a little bit. Okay, so let me show you what I found. I have here, this is called an envelope notcher. And what it does, it creates this little closure, the hook closure, with envelopes that are made with the envelope punch board. It's designed to work with that. Isn't that great? And so I was thinking, boy, I wish there was a way to secure my gift card to the cardstock without adhesive. You know, you don't want people to have to pull adhesive off of it and messing with that. And then I got thinking about this because it makes that, well, it makes a slit. Stampin' Up! Used to carry a punch called a slit punch, and we would use that for our gift cards. And, you know, be able to hold them on a piece of cardstock like that. And I thought, oh, I wonder if I can make this work, and I did. Okay, so what we're going to do, this piece just comes off all together, and we're going to take our cardstock we just stamped, we're centering it from side to side, and we're going to put it up to, I guess we're going to call these rivets, okay? So just going to put it up to there, that's our measurement, and this just goes right on there. It's magnetic. This is important. Top is facing me. Okay, and press. So now we're going to turn it around, and this time it's different. We're going to go to the edge. And so this is for the size card that I have here, and I'll have all the measurements under the video. And I'll also have a, with that link to where I found this, okay, on Amazon. And again, top facing me, and punch again. Okay, so there we go. And those are the two little slits that it punched out. And so now our gift card will fit right in here. Bend that up and over, and look how secure that fits. They'll be able to get it out easily without a gummy mess of adhesive, but nice and secure. That isn't going anywhere. So let's go ahead and finish decorating that. It looks nice, layered, right? So again, with the fast fuse adhesive. Great. Let's go ahead, put that right on. Oh, looking so nice. Really glad I thought of that. Okay, and so then our gift card is going to slide right in here. There we go. So the only thing left to do is wrap around some of the really pretty Delightful Dijon mini striped ribbon. Okay, so let's just go ahead, tie that around. I like to work off the roll. I seem to not waste as much when I do that. Okay. And so here we go. So we're going to cover up where those two meet. It's longer than I need, but let's go ahead and just trim that off. There we go. Okay. And I don't know if you're used to stamping by yourself, and I am, so I've just learned to put my finger there to hold it in place while I'm wrapping around. What we want to do is not let our ribbon get twisted. That's when it isn't attractive. Okay, so let's go ahead and trim off, make some shorter tails, looking nice, just cutting at an angle. I like to not go too close to start with in case my angle's too steep and I want to make it a little bit shorter, or I want to straighten it up. And so there, see, this one's steeper than I'd like. Can you see that? And so I don't go too terribly short, so I can always cut off more. And because I don't go too short, I usually have to cut off more. But that's steeper than I'd like too. There we go. Oh, I like that. Oh, see, no, not quite so straight. Let's try again. There we go. That's the angle that I like. Fantastic. And they'll be able to just slide that right off to get to the gift card inside. So easy, easy, easy to make. If you'd like to make my Wrapped in Warmth gift card holder, all the supplies are listed under the video and available to order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. But don't forget, the Wrapped in Warmth stamp set and the Warmth and Cheer Designer Series paper stack are both retiring, so you'll want to get over right away to order them in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.